Our guest tonight is Mr. T. How you doing today?
Oh, great, man. Greater than Tony the Tiger. Man, I'm glad to be in New York. Oh, man.
Fantastic. Oh, you were working with Fairfield Inns and Suites on an event in New York City on Tuesday, May 17th with Nick Wallenda for National Amazing Month. How did you get involved with Fairfield Inns and Suites, and how can people witness the High Wire Walk with you in New York City?
Well, first, I think it's on Facebook. It's going to be streaming live around about 12 o'clock. But how did I get with Fairfield? Actually, they reached out and called me, sort of like Ghostbusters. Who's going to call? You know what I mean? I said, first, I was honored to be a part of such a great establishment, man. And I was humbled when they said, man, that you want me, man. I said, so I just brought my game up a couple more notches, because this is a top-rated company, and so I got to be able to hold my own. So they saw something that they liked in me, and I told them, I said, I won't let them down. Because actually, it was a built-in thing, because they have a campaign of 100% guarantee. So who you going to bring in for that guarantee? Mr. T, fool, bang. You know what I mean? Man. Because people know when Mr. T's name is attached to something and his picture, his face, hey, we got to check that out because it's legit. Because Mr. T ain't going to let people down. Boom. So now, man, it happened about last September. So we filmed the commercial, and I think it was the following month, So I've been with them ever since, and I'll be with them till they, till they get tired of me.
Well, you mentioned the Mr. Guarantee character. How have fans responded to your role in the commercials, and how have you enjoyed working for the company?
Oh, I like it because I get a chance to, travel the country, go understand. And plus, man, I got a room every night. Wherever I go, I get to stay in the room, eat in the restaurants, swim in the pools, have fun, fluff the pillows. Man, that's the best job. That's the best job around. It's better than the A-Team. And on the A-Team, we love it when the plan come together. It's better than Rocky. It's a knockout. Get it? Nah. Yeah, I tell you, no, it's just really fun, man. I tell you, I'm just happy to be here, really.
Mike Chiari, next question.
Yeah, well, you were a huge part of the first two WrestleManias, and you got a chance to recreate the original WrestleMania a little bit at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans after you got inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I was wondering, if Vince McMahon were to call you and ask you to do something at next year's WrestleMania, what would your level of interest be? Would you like to have another WrestleMania moment if you could?
Nah. I've been there, done that. I had fun with the wrestling the time I did, and so, I was honored that they thought enough of me to put me in the Hall of Fame. Then I had a chance to, talk a little bit about, let people know who really I am behind the guy with the gold, the mohawk, and all that, So I was honored, but, my time has come and gone. Wrestling is a young man's sport. I was honored that he invited me to be a part back in 1985, and it's fun because I was in high school. I'm a high school champion wrestler, different type of wrestling, so it's fun. But I like to throw men around, get thrown around, roughed up or whatnot, so it's good, but I like watching it. So I wouldn't, I would rather just watch it.
Brandon Galvin, next question.
You were instrumental in building the WrestleMania brand. So was there ever talk or interest on your end in participating at WrestleMania 3 or making your appearance an annual staple?
No, with the time, because after 2, they had me. I was a special guest referee in some matches and stuff like that. And then when the guys get out of hand, so then I would mix it up with them and stuff like that. And I liked the time I did spend with the wrestlers, meeting them in Junkyard Dog, Macho Man, and all of that. Man, it was what a crew. Nicola and all them guys from Russia and everything. The man, Hillbilly Jim, and man, wow, it is something. It was good.
Mike Chiari?
Well, it's well documented that the late Roddy Piper wasn't a supporter of you getting involved in wrestling and being in the main event of the first WrestleMania. But looking back, how were you received by the WWF locker room as a whole? And how difficult was it to enter that world of wrestling as an outsider?
No, it wasn't. No, because see, it's understandable when they thought I was coming, they didn't know I wrestled. They didn't know I could box. They didn't know I could. So they didn't know I could hold my own. I wasn't the guy come in there try to make a mockery of wrestling. I really can get down. I know what a headlock is. Matter of fact, my favorite pen is the ball and socket. Once I grab a guy, and I know what to do to him. I can choke a guy and make him scream, So I mean, legitimately, So I know my way around the ropes and stuff like that. So once they found out that I can hold my own, then they said, okay, we get this guy some respect. But I didn't just earn it because I was coming in. It was understandable. The wrestlers there, they probably thought, he come in, guy from Hollywood come in and want to make fun of us and what? No, that wasn't it. So I didn't mind them being skeptical. I wanted to be able to prove myself to them, and I did. And some accepted, some didn't. But I wasn't hard by them. Vince McMahon called me in, and so it really didn't matter. If they loved me, good. They didn't love me. They didn't sign my checks. But I enjoyed it.
BG, next question.
The WWE Network has recently been producing a lot of original content for wrestling fans. Considering you're one of the biggest mainstream stars ever associated with WWE, has the company approached you about participating in any type of original programming for the network?
Nah, but I've been busy, and I tell everybody, and this is the God's truth, please believe me, So, all my life, all I ever wanted to do in my life, all my success and whatnot, when I was younger, before I got successful, I said one goal, that was about my mother house and pretty dressing. So I did it. So everything else is icing on the cake. I've achieved my goal. Everything I set out to do, I did, and so now I'm just, the great part about my life, now I get a chance to be the spokesperson for Fairfield Inn, and that's the greatest job, you know what I mean? So I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to travel, go around, make sure the customers, the guests is happy, make a smile, kiss babies, hug grandmas, take photos, sign autographs. I'm having the time of my life, man.
Mike Chiari?
Well, you're forever linked to Hulk Hogan because you guys teamed up to make WrestleMania so successful. But he's been in the news a lot lately, primarily due to some racially insensitive comments that he made. So I was wondering, what are your thoughts on the fact that he made those comments, and what's your relationship like with Hulk Hogan right now?
No, I don't have a problem with Hulk Hogan. Everybody say things, do things. Who am I? Number one, I'm a Christian, and the Bible teaches me to forgive. So what I'm gonna say? The man did something. What the whole operation, however happened with the thing was bad. His buddy filming him, and then I'm mad at his buddy because Hulk loved the guy. Then the guy betrayed him, but that's life. Judas betrayed Jesus, Lady in Red betrayed John Dillinger, on and on, So, but wow, those things happen, but like I said, if Hulk Hogan called me, we'll talk. I'm not saying, oh, you so bad you did this here or whatever, No, I haven't lost respect for him, Sure, everybody did something wrong, did something that we wish we hadn't said or we could take it back or whatever, So, no, he's still cool with me.
BG?
When you look back at your time with WWE and being inducted into its Hall of Fame, what did that honor mean to you? And is there a moment from that stood out above the rest?
Well, the moment being inducted is for me to give a good. I really want Peter. I said that's why, because I don't know if you remember, number of years they wanted me in, and I said I wouldn't be a part of it because it had bothered me that they had put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I said, this guy can't even get in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and he really didn't even wrestle, you know what I mean? I said, give me a break, But no, that was all part of clowning when I said that about Pete Rose. But anyway, I was honored. It gave me an opportunity to really tell people about more than the man behind what they saw, the facade. So I wanted to talk about my mother, to give her her glory, what she is, and so she made everything. People know I'm Mr. T, but I wanted them to hear and see my mother like I saw her, So that was the greatest part. Again, being invited back and seeing some of the old wrestlers and a lot of the new fans and stuff like that. So it was heartwarming. So I appreciated that. That lives with me.
Well, final wrestling question. A lot of wrestlers we've spoken to complained about their time in WCW. You work with the company on several occasions. How did you find the experience, and was there any negativity you dealt with there?
Well, it's different, my level and their level, See, I just came in to give them that injection. Those guys were there, they had to come up through the ranks, and I didn't, So I came in because I was we had the thing set up, when I came in with Cyndi Lauper, when they jumped me, when they jumped Hulk Hogan, I jumped in and say, but this and that. So no, so you have to talk to them. I had a good time. I enjoyed Vince McMahon. He's a professional. I'm a professional. So I didn't have to deal with him on a daily chore like the really wrestlers did. So maybe why my perspective a little different.
A huge thank you to Mr. T for coming on the show. Tell the fans where they can support you and how they can get involved with Fairfield Inns and Suites National Amazing Month.
Oh, go to their website, man. You can't miss it. Then tomorrow, like I said, we'll be streaming live. You know, me and Nick with Linda. He's going to be walking on the tightrope walk. The wire, and I'm going to be hollering at him, go, man, go. Watch out for the bird. So I'm going to be there encouraging them, inspiring them, and then trying to knock him off his game, test his concentration, you know. So just come on down to Flatiron Park, right? That's what we have. Yeah, Flatiron Park we're going to be, yeah, in back, or I think, yeah, that's where we be, yeah. Be tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Be there or be square.
Another huge thank you to Mr. T. Good luck moving forward, sir.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you so much for your love.